Whew, it's been an amazing almost 1 year of national service in Ghana. Now, here is my final take on my 1 year entirety of national service and all that you need to know. Indeed, adulthood is a scam or not. Now, the whole point is national service even worth it? The laws about national service needs to be repealed. There's a lot of things that national service organization or the whole scheme itself is a farce that needs to be worked on.
Looking so fly, SHEJACKIESAYS, young YouTuber, always on the tube trying to make a living. Never gonna freaking stop, no way. Ain't nobody stopping her, no way. Yes, no way. Always in the zone, always in the prime zone. King of queens, looking like a pro, killing the.
So just about a year ago, around 14th October 2021, I started national service. So for those of you watching me for the first time, and for those of you hearing national service for the first time, national service is something that you do if you're in Ghana, if you school in Ghana. It is a requirement. It is a law for you to. Actually, I've forgotten where it's stated in the constitution. But anyways, it is stated that once you're done with tertiary, you're supposed to serve the country for at least 1 year to gain experience and all that. I think basically it is done for university graduates to gain experience because usually when you go to the university, a lot of things are theorized. Yes, it's very theoretical. So when after university, you need practical skills too. So basically, that is what national service is supposed to do. And today is 30th. I guess I'm shooting this video. I'm apparently getting ready for work. I am very late. It's 7:30 already, but I'm sure I should be done with this video in like 10 minutes time. My journey so far, national service, as I said, I started October. Now it has been quite an experience. Well, let's start from where I wanted to do my service. So obviously I wanted to be at a place that I could really explore, learn, that after national service I didn't really want to do something I had learned whilst I was in the university. I wanted to learn something different, so be on the phone and learn something very different. So that is what I did. I got accepted into my user agency, filled whatever thing at the ups and downs. It was crazy. So if you guys want to know more about that, I think I documented my national service journey right from the day we did our registration, my first year of national service, 6 months after national service, talk to people. Now, this is apparently my lessons learned so far after the almost 1 year of national service. So we are supposed to end national service on 30th September, like ending of September. But the whole of September is supposed to be a leave month for all national service personnel. So for me, or for all national service personnel, 31st August, we are supposed to be done officially. Then the whole, even though it officially ends on September, but 31st, after 31st August, we are done, which is apparently tomorrow. I don't know when this video will be up, but what have I even learned so far? Now, when I started, even though I knew a lot about using the camera and other stuff, my user agency, I was actually at the media and publications office, mainly media aspect of the university, so handling camera and all that. It was crazy at first, but I was willing to learn. I told myself that after national service I should be proud of something, and at least I learned how to use the camera very well whilst I was there. Even though I used to write, for those of you who knew me around 2018, 2017, even before that, even in high school, when I was in the Asantua Girls, I used to be much of a writer, prolific writer, but I quit to talk. That is why I have the name SHEJACKIESAYS. I quit to talk and I am much of a talker now. So for like 3 years, I quit writing. Now I was presented with this challenge of me being a reporter. And I was like, nah, this is not what I came there to do and all that. So when it started, it was very difficult for me, but along the line, this is what I came there to do. You got to report, write, transcribe audios, and write a story. And I think I wrote some great stories. I got good comments from my bosses, even though there were certain times that I made mistakes and all that. But I was willing to learn. It wasn't easy. I learned how to up my game in writing, do photography, videography, edit on the PC, do a lot of stuff, get to meet people, like big people out there, get to socialize, get to connect and all that. It was crazy. There are certain times I wake up in the morning and I don't want to go to work because I don't feel motivated enough. But the whole point is I wasn't motivated by the NSSP. I'll come to that. That's a different thing on its own. But the whole point is that there are certain days I wake up in the morning, I wouldn't want to come to work because I felt like it's draining me. Yes, it was just draining me and all that. But I was willing to learn. I was willing to finish it up. There wasn't a day, even though I wouldn't say that I went to work every day. Probably called in sick or something like that. An emergency came up. I had to travel and all that. I would do so, but work was work. I was always coming to work, and I made quite great friends in my office. There are people on a regular before I went to the office. I wasn't when I see them. I like wasn't all that, but they became like brothers and sisters and all that, and it was amazing. Let me talk about the positive aspect. I told you guys about the skills I gained, about the connection, and about the people I met, the growth, myself personal growth, because I was being challenged every day. This is a place where you are not even prepared to go. You come to work in the morning and you think you're going to be in the office, you're supposed to cover something, you're supposed to go do this. One thing I learned is you always have to be prepared for anything, especially if you are going into the workplace with, especially with your outlook, your dressing and all that. Be decent and be always prepared for anything. Don't go like, my boss didn't tell me you are there to work, and work it is that you will work. Sometimes the people in your workplace are your friends, but sometimes they are not your friends. Sometimes you don't really discuss personal issues and all that with people. There are certain times it gets you into trouble. Not everyone will like you and all that. You might think everyone likes you, but not everyone likes you. I am SHEJACKIESAYS. I know a lot of people do not like me. A lot of people out there are saying a whole lot of lies. I hear that sometimes it breaks me down, but hey, I am so SHEJACKIESAYS. People are still going to lie about me and all that, but I'm good. Always put up your A game on. Be willing to learn. Don't be like, this thing is on me. Be willing to learn. That is one thing my bosses will always love about me. Like, I was always willing to take up the challenge. Sometimes it's killing me, but I feel like it is work. It's not like I'm a workaholic, no, but you should put up this attitude of anytime that there's a task ahead of you, you should execute it. Yes, you don't know where it might end you. Trust me, I am talking from experience. It has ended me some deals and some things that I probably wouldn't have thought of. And even just getting that good nod from your boss was like meant literally everything to me. So everywhere you pass, you'll be hearing dear NSPs, dear National Service Personnel and whatever. Oh, this is my dear NSPs to you, dear National Service Personnel. The service was great. You made good friends and all that. I know. I started thinking about my future right from the day I started National Service, and I think I'm making direction, even though the decisions are risky and all that. But just know that you are in no competition with anyone. And in as much as there's the government is saying there is no work out there, you should put maximum effort into yourself by growing yourself, by elevating yourself, by upgrading yourself, learning new skills, doing this on your own. Because once there's no work, you've got to do something for yourself, because no one is going to give you money. Adulthood in a scam. Let's talk about the allowance too. Now, the allowance. When I was about to start national service, I told myself that by the end of national service, I know my friends could attest to it. I have a very good friend from undergrad, Safas. I used to tell him that once I'm done with the national service, I would have like 3,000 saved up at least, even if I don't get like 2,500 saved up. It is a lie, and it was a scam. Yes, it was a scam. You see, when I was starting it, when you're starting, you think the money is a hammer. It's not that much. But the whole point is you can't save it, but you can use it for something better. Personally, I'm partially funding my school fees with the help of also my parents and doing a lot of stuff. I use extra money because of my extra curricular activities. I use extra money and all of that. So I think I have probably invested the money into my crafts and whatever thing that I do and all that. But you might not have anything aside doing apart from the national service. Trust me, you might not be able to save, but you can use your money wisely. You can use it to do something, a business, something aside and all that, because it's not that much. You might not be able to save and the whole point is you are not going to be paid, even though you're going to be paid monthly, the money is not going to be coming monthly. Sometimes after 3 months or after 2 months, that is when the money is going to come. Yes, that is when the money is going to come. So we tell you that national service and adulthood is a scam. Trust as you know what we are talking about. Before we started, people would tell us, oh, so and so. We didn't believe, but once you enter, you'd understand. Yes, I don't have a PESWA from national service. I don't. NSS, no, I don't have any PESWA from national service. Literally, it's different money altogether because I MC event, I do consultations, I do online teaching for videography, a bit of photography, and other basic stuff that I do. Also, I'm a journalist, so obviously, something small from there. But like the national service, hell no, you're not going to. No, I'm a student journalist. I'm not professional yet. I'm a student journalist. I haven't been certified yet and all that. So yeah, national service has been a good experience to me. I know that moving forward, whatever thing that I'll tell policymakers about national service is the fact that they should readjust the system. The fact that some NSPs would be probably maintained at their user agencies, give them some contracts. I know it is something which is there, but it's a whole lot of the system is thwarted. It's different. Even though it is there, you'd hear the big men out there saying, "Oh, yeah, and there's going to be something like that." They should make it clear for people to understand that this is what it's about. And as the years goes by, now there's inflation, the dollar, the CD is depreciating and all that. But it's literally high time that the government adjusts the service pay of national service personnel, because I believe that it's been a very long time. This 559 has been there for a very long time, and things are getting harder now. Even as an NSP, I go to the market and using like 200, 300 cedis, it wouldn't be enough for groceries, for cooking for myself for like a week. It is not enough. So imagine, I feel like even though you are being paid or something, you should be motivated enough. Like allowances should be increased because things are increasing. So the allowances should be like, there should be a form of like increase. Even though I learned that the NSPs are going to be given like 1,000 Ghana cedis probably from henceforth. I don't know how true it is, but I hope it is so. And to my incoming national service personnel, one thing I would want to tell you is that national service, when you're about to start your national service, just know that I would advise you not to go for these special postings and all that. The fact is, sometimes you might not be retained and it's going to be a lot of work on you. It looks all glamorous when you go to all these high places and all that, but ask yourself, what is the end game? Usually before you start national service, ask yourself, that is your user agency going to maintain you? I'd really wish that if you're going to a place for special posting, make sure that it is a place that is going to retain you after your work. You've been assured that this is what you're going to do. I hope you understand. Then also make sure that before you start your national service, don't try and look all glamorous. Me, when I started my national service for like 3 months, 4 months, I hadn't bought anything new. I was still, because undergrad I was doing presentations and all that, so obviously I had my formal wear to use as work stuff, because there's no money. That's the whole point. Invest in yourself. I didn't say invest to look nice. Invest in other stuff which is going to produce money for yourself. Okay, so obviously that's my experience so far. So guys, officially national service comes to an end on 31st August, but as I said, the whole of September is a leave month, so obviously we are done. Our certificate is already out. I have my digital certificate from my national service and all that. So yeah, that's my experience so far, and it has been an amazing ride with you all. I loved the fact that you all joined me through my 1 year. We've grown, guys. We have grown from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. We are growing and all that. So thank you guys. Today was all about national service. I hope I got most of your questions answered. I hope I made sense to some of you. I hope incoming national service personnel actually pick one or two from whatever thing I've said right now and all that. So that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Stay your girl, SHEJACKIESAYS. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this link to your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, and everybody. Thank you guys for watching this video. Peace, and I am out.
Looking so fly, SHEJACKIESAYS, young YouTuber, always on the